Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here. This is your planning outlook for the week ahead, updated on Tuesday the 31st of October. Now it's relatively quiet for the rest of this week. We've got a slack area of high pressure around heading into Thursday with brighter skies as drier air just comes down from the north. Things just become a bit more mobile on Friday, and that paves the way for a colder feel to things into the weekend as chillier air comes around from the northwest. Freezing levels will drop and some heavy showers with snow and hail mixed in are going to be the order of things into the weekend. Sunday at the moment looks the better of the 2 days, and as for next week, a fairly changeable mix with temperatures up and down. This is the 850 millibar temperature chart. It gives you the temperature at around 4,500 feet. The numbers on the white backgrounds that you can see are heights in what we call decameters. Add a zero, you've got the height above sea level in meters. So you can get the appreciation that we're quite close to the highest Scottish summits on this chart. It's one of those technical meteorological charts that bases things on constant pressure rather than a chart of constant height. Either way, we'll see how things fare over these next few days. This is for tomorrow, Wednesday, first of all. You'll see how some colder air is just edging in to the northern side of the Highlands as we go through the day. And that chillier air stays with us into Thursday. Nothing particularly pronounced. Most places near or just above freezing on those higher summits, although not too much difference with increasing height at this stage. As we just run through, this is through into Friday, and we go later Friday into Saturday, and those colours turn increasingly bluer. And the values at around 1,300 metres down to a -3, -4. That's through Saturday. So your freezing level is down to 800 metres, 800 or 900 metres across the Highlands, maybe just above the highest tops in England and Wales. Not quite the depth of cold air here, but those highest summits around Scafell, for example, may be only just below the freezing level. So it gives a chance for some of those showers to fall and maybe settle on the higher fells in the Lake District as something wintry over the weekend. And we stay with that cold theme into Sunday. Temperatures again at that sort of height on the higher Scottish Munros, Ben Nevis, Cairngorm at -3, -4 looks quite believable. Let's run through these charts then. Here's Wednesday first of all. The cold front will be sinking gradually southeastwards through the day. Some outbreaks of rain and low cloud across many of the western hills and mountains from the West Highlands down to the Lake District in Snowdonia, covering many of these hills most of the day. Higher cloud breaks the further east you go. Behind that front though, chillier air coming in from the north, a few areas of showers, and freezing levels will tend to drop at maybe as low as 1,000 metres or so by the end of the afternoon. So some showers that come in as the afternoon goes on, increasingly of a wintry flavour across the far north and northwest Highlands. A blustery wind as well will feel cold where you're exposed, maybe touching gale force on some of the higher northern Scottish tops. Now it's a quieter day for Thursday. A zone of higher pressure is just building in across the country temporarily. That front sinking south is a weakening affair, maybe just hanging on to areas of low cloud though, particularly across Wales, maybe even parts of the Pennines and the Lake District, depending on how quickly it clears. But drier air that follows should mean a much brighter day for Scotland and maybe much of northern England, in fact, with cloud well broken and some excellent visibility to be found in the drier air that is behind that front. The wind may just freshen later on in western Scotland. It may start to bring some cloud onto some of these far western summits, but I suspect much of the Highlands will see a dry and a bright day. A chilly start though, with a frost in the morning and temperatures not lifting too much through the day, and not that much change with increasing height, hovering quite close to freezing across many of the mountains. Now, a bit of a messy picture for Friday. Still quite chilly air that's in place across the country. We've got a front that's edging in from the west and the wind tending to freshen as a west to southwesterly. For much of England and Wales and for a good part of Scotland, it's a dry and a bright day, although maybe a fair amount of cloud cover. Just some precipitation though coming into the west and northwest Highlands, not amounting to a great deal, and once you go further inland, next to nothing there, but just coming into the western Highlands you might find a mixture of rain or partly refrozen rain, some snow pellets coming in, with again temperatures not changing too much with height, and they're quite close to freezing from about 600 or 700 metres upwards, so a little bit of winteriness mixed in, but it shouldn't amount to a great deal in total. Now, the air is quite unstable, so those showers heavy and with some hail and some thunder maybe mixed in across Scotland. Most frequent showers across the western side of the Highlands, but some of those will spread all the way eastwards, I suspect, as the day goes on. And snow falling to quite low levels, 400 or 500 metres, maybe in some of the heavier showers could come lower than that. I suspect in the lower glens, and particularly around the coast, it's mostly a mix of rain and hail, but some heavy squally bursts could be around through Saturday daytime, some strong and gusty winds, so significant wind chill is likely to be the story, and those temperatures, as we saw at the start, are lowering, so you could be down to -3, -4 on the very highest summits. Add on the wind chill and you'll certainly know all about it. Now for England and Wales, a lot depends on what happens to this frontal zone. It may just take in parts of Wales and the Peak District, but a chance that across northern England you may escape with just a few areas of showers, but keep an eye on your details. Now for Sunday, the quieter of the 2 days this weekend, I suspect. There may still be a few areas of showers around, particularly towards the northern side of the Highlands. Maybe a few shower bands coming in elsewhere into parts of the Lake District, North Wales and the Pennines, just as that west to northwesterly flow stays with us. But showers fewer and further between compared to Saturday, and the winds just dropping a little bit lighter. Temperatures still pretty cold though, and you could still be sub-zero across most of the Scottish Munros and close to freezing on the highest tops in England and Wales. Just a quick look at the model charts into next week, and it looks as though fronts compiling back in off the Atlantic into Monday and Tuesday. Freezing levels lifting for a time should see most of that precipitation fall as rain, most frequent and persistent across the western mountains. But we could just see some cooler air follow in again from the northwest around Tuesday into Wednesday, so some snowfalls again across the Scottish Highlands are possible there. Some bursts of heavy showers, once again with some hail and thunder possible if that cold, unstable air just gets in for a time. Some sunny spells possible in there as well, but I suspect the idea of a changeable week is the one we're going to go with temperatures just up and down as the week goes on. Some days of strong winds, possibly some upland gales in there at times, with the prevailing flow generally as a westerly. So we'll leave it there for today. If you want to follow us on social media, all our details are there on the screen. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.